Airline Manager 4 gameplay. This is the video game Airline Manager 4, and what I'm going to do today is I'm going to be looking at some cargo aircraft, and I'm going to be doing some testing to see if I can increase their profits. The first thing I want to do is I see like some red planes. I'm going to check to see if they need maintenance. So I go to here where it says bulk check. It looks like they're doing okay. And then I'm going to go to my fleet. It's basically these three DC-9s that I'm concerned about. The demand is really high, so I don't have to worry about that. This one on this day brought in more money than the other days, so I'm a little bit concerned if I can adjust it. I'm going to make an adjustment. I'm going to change this down to 0 so that I can see if I can make more money. I'm going to go to modify, bring this up. So that's going to bring it down to 0. This is going to bring it up to 12,600. And what I'm hoping is that I will have more days where, you know what, we can't look at the plane because it's under maintenance right now. But I'm hoping to have more income. So I'm going to look at this next one. And what I'm probably going to do is configure it the same as the other aircraft, because there's a few other things I want to test. I want to test the modifications over here, like the reduced CO2, speed increase, reduced fuel consumption. See what type of an impact it has. The speed increase probably doesn't matter much on, oh, you know what, looks like I can't do it, so I'm going to have to buy a new aircraft in order to test it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this out over here to make it identical to the other aircraft, and I'm going to do some testing to see what happens when I fly multiple identical aircraft. I hope they're all on the same route. So the idea is, if they're all on the same route and I depart them all at the same time, will they make the exact same amount of money? In some cases, they won't. I already know that they won't. I do want to buy a cargo aircraft. I'm going to get a DC-9. And I am going to also put it with the same setting. However, I'm not going to do the modification to reduce the fuel consumption or the CO2. And the reason why is because I want to compare what the difference is. So I'm going to go to my fleet. I'm going to look at some aircraft. I'm going to be selling some of these planes because I don't think that they're very useful anymore, like the Antonovs. These I was doing testing. I wanted to see how much money I would make. It looks like I made a mistake this day. For some reason, all my aircraft didn't get their marketing value. I don't know the reason why. I would like to buy the ATR 42320. I think it's an excellent aircraft. Looks like I do not have the ability to buy it right now, so I'll have to get it at another time. So let's look at some cargo aircraft, see if there's a cargo airplane that I could buy. The issue with these DC-3s Not going to make a lot of money with a DC-3, if anything. So it's something that I would like to test to see if it's possible to make it profitable. So I'm going to buy a DC-3. This engine is more fuel efficient, so I'm going to use this engine. And I'm going to put it half and half just for the heck of it. Total capacity, that's going to make it 2,900. That's not a good idea. But something I'm going to need to test later. $57.86. Okay, we'll test it later. So I'm going to check my fuel. It looks like I'm already full. With the CO2, I'm full. I already checked my maintenance. I'm going to check my stock value. Looks like my stock's been going up. Perhaps I could buy more stock. This is what I own. So I would go to here and I would buy something like this. Looks like I reached the maximum. So we'll look at my stocks and see if there's anything I could sell. This one I could sell for a bit of a profit at $27. 268,000. Now the reason why the stock market is not worth investing in is because I make like 20 times this amount just by departing one aircraft. So that's why it wasn't worth all the months that I held it. So I'm going to sell his stock. Okay, so I'm going to be waiting for these aircraft to come in. And while I'm waiting, I'm going to go record some other videos. I'm going to look at the events real quick, see if there's any events going on. Okay, so that's basically it for today's video. If you have any questions or comments, please post below.